Governor John Bel Edwards putting action behind his promises as he continues his push to increase minimum wage for Louisiana employees. We've got an update that could impact you. And as Louisiana gets ready to elect a new governor, one well-known businessman is set to announce if he will throw his hat into the race or not. And South Louisiana Community College's Iberia Parish campus briefly placed on a lockdown Wednesday. We're going to tell you why authorities reacted in this way. And then 24 hours of giving at UL Lafayette is here. We know a lot of folks want to be a part of the university's annual Giving Day, and so we're going to tell you how you can get involved.
Well, beautiful weather across Acadiana is going to get us into the low 80s. Find out what we're tracking for rain chances in the coming days coming up.
From Fox 15, News 15 Today starts now.
Good morning. You're watching News 15 Today. I'm Ryan Hennessy. Thank you so much for joining us on this Thursday morning. We're going to start you off with weather. Michael, we saw a beautiful sunny day yesterday. Are we still going to be seeing some of those warm temperatures today?
Oh, for sure. It's going to be about as beautiful, a little bit cooler, which is fine by most of us, actually. 83 degrees for the high today. New Iberia looking very, very nice outside. Lots of blue skies out there, maybe some low-level clouds, but that's just left over. Patchy fog that we may have seen in the morning hours. But taking a look at what we're looking at for the planning the day forecast, 83 for 3 p.m. That's around the high temperature we're going to be seeing. And as we go in the rest of this evening, cooling off very slowly. So it's going to be a nice night to maybe get a barbecue in if you guys want to grill some hamburgers and hot dogs. It's going to be a beautiful day for that, or just a pool day.
Yeah.
Just whatever you guys want to do. It's going to be beautiful.
I like you're thinking about both those things. All right. Thank you, Michael. At least one person had to be extracted from a car this morning following a crash at the intersection of Ambassador and Kalisa Loom Road. We first told you about this at 6 this morning. The roadway is now clear after being shut down for roughly an hour. This was the scene just moments after that crash. Officials tell us at least one person had to be extracted from one of their vehicles. Lafayette Police, Acadian ambulance, and a tow truck were also on the scene. Traffic has resumed to normal now, though. And we have another traffic update for you. All lanes are back open this morning in Iberia Parish after a major crash late last night. It happened in the 900 block of East Admiral Doyle Drive, causing lanes to close for about an hour. Police have not yet released any information regarding the extent of the crash. Governor John Bel Edwards officially announcing his intentions to raise the minimum wage for employees in Louisiana. The increase will come through an executive order to $10 an hour. This comes on the heels of his promise to raise the state minimum wage as one of his final goals before he leaves office. Edwards is still asking the legislature to vote to raise the minimum wage for private workers to $10 an hour as well. And we have some more good news for wages inside the Pelican State. The Bessie Board and the state school superintendent sent a proposal to the state legislature seeking a raise in teacher salaries by $2,000. Last year, Louisiana saw the highest number of teacher resignations in a decade. Bessie hopes this legislation will attract more teachers to Louisiana and strengthen teacher retention in schools struggling to keep their faculty manned. And we told you about this just yesterday morning. The head of one of Louisiana's most powerful business groups is apparently set to throw his hat into the ring for governor. Those close to Stephen Waggensay say they anticipate his official announcement this morning. News 15's Ashley Hamilton caught up with him in New Iberia as he spoke to local business leaders.
This is a governor's race that Stephen Waggles calls the most important for state voters in a long time. With some big names, Waggles tells me that he's still weighing his decision, although insiders expect him to run in the race. The 2023 Louisiana governor's race is heating up and may get hotter. With State Attorney General Jeff Landry and former Department of Transportation Secretary Sean Wilson already in the race, Stephen Wagglesback, who runs the Louisiana Association of Business and Industry, may be next.
This is the most important election in a generation in Louisiana.
Numerous published reports say Wagglesback plans to enter the race as an alternative to his fellow Republican Landry and Democrat Wilson. It's expected Wagglesback could raise significant campaign funds with his business ties across the state. Wagglesback tells News 15 he's carefully weighing his options.
My wife and I have received a lot of interest and support and encouragement, and we're thinking about it, we're praying about it, and it's an important decision. As I said, look, this is the most important election, but as far as like what's in my wife and I's hearts, that's what we're reflecting on.
As he tours the state, his main focus is listening to the concerns residents have about Louisiana's future.
What are the biggest needs of this area? What are the biggest challenges and opportunities we can face, and what can we build upon? Because if our goal truly is to be an economic driver of the South, we need to know where we stand right now and then put the plan together on that front.
Listening to Louisianans, Wagglesback says he identifies the key challenge facing the next governor.
How can we fix our education system and create a people pipeline so that people can stay here, they can grow here, and they can have jobs here? That's the number one name of the game. Getting our education system right, preparing our young people. If we get that right, industry and jobs will come with it.
Again, a decision from Wagglesback on whether to run is expected today. A brief lockdown on the SLCC campus in New Iberia turned out to be a false threat on Wednesday. The campus was on lockdown for a portion of the afternoon because security spotted a student on camera carrying what looked like a gun inside the parking lot. He was then spotted getting on a bus. When officers finally tracked him down, it turned out he didn't have an actual weapon, but rather a toy gun. A Lafayette man is recovering in a hospital this morning after nearly losing his life to gun violence. 33-year-old Precious Blanchard is charged with attempted second-degree murder in that Marigny Circle shooting. Sheriff's deputies found the man with a single gunshot wound before he was taken to the hospital, where he is currently listed in a stable condition. Blanchard is jailed on a $100,000 bond. To catch up on continued coverage of the latest news around Acadiana and the states, like you've just seen, you can visit our website. It is kadn.com. Some of the best food in America is in gas stations. That's right, and sometimes those gas stations are located right here in Acadiana. Al Abear knows all about them. He's going to take us to them when we come back.
Crowley police are asking for the public's assistance regarding vandalism and burglaries which have occurred in the West Crowley subdivision. These incidents have occurred over the past several months. Police have responded to calls regarding 11 vacant residences being broken into. Suspects are breaking windows and kicking in doors to gain access to these homes. Other damages and thefts have occurred from these acts. The homes are located on Dejon Circle, John F. Kennedy Drive, and Leslie Amos Street. Damages are valued at over $5,000. Photos may be seen on our Crime Stoppers of Acadia Parish Facebook page. If you have any information regarding this crime, you urge to call the tip sign at 789-TIPS or download our P3 app on your mobile device to report your tip anonymously. All callers will remain anonymous and can receive up to a $1,000 cash reward for information leading to an arrest in this case. Be the difference. For Crime Stoppers of Acadia Parish, I'm Sheriff K.P. Gibson.
If you have any information on this crime, call Crime Stoppers at 789-TIPS. You could earn up to a $1,000 cash reward.
Where in Acadiana is
Ollie Bear.
It is 8:10 on this Thursday morning. A couple of folks from the National Association of Convenience Stores and a gas station food blogger joined Al Bear for a food tour of Acadiana gas stations.
Hey guys, I'm at one of my favorite gas stations, one of the newest gas stations in Acadiana, Yabbos. You're celebrating your 1 year being open.
Tomorrow, yes sir, 1 year, buddy.
Now, Adam Brewer manages this place. He's one heck of a cook. He's come up with the recipe ideas, but what makes Yabbos unique is this is literally a drive-through store. You don't just have a drive-through window. Explain how Yabbos works.
Yeah, so over here at Yabbos, customers can come and they can drive their vehicle through our store, or they can access our door here, walk in, purchase anything they would like. We sell soft drinks. We have tea, energy drinks, all the new popular ones, Go, Celsius, Red Bull, all of that stuff. We sell alcohol here also.
Everything that you want in the store is here. Paper towels, all that kind of stuff, paper plates. This is literally a drive-through convenience store. And what could be more convenient than not getting out of your car?
Absolutely. Rainy days, it's a hit. We also serve a large variety of food here. We have plate lunches Monday through Friday that we offer, along with a wide variety of other items, burgers, wraps, all kinds of things here.
Now, your burgers are crazy good. I've had those. I've had your plate lunches. If people want to find out what you have for lunch that day, how do we find you online?
Easiest way is just to follow us on social media, on our Facebook page. You can look us up under Yabbos. On Instagram, we're Yabbos Drive-Thru, and also on TikTok, we're Yabbos Drive-Thru. We post our plate lunches weekly on Facebook, so give us a follow and see what we're all about. We'd appreciate it.
Now, one of the things I love here, and you got to try, it's worth the drive over, are the cookies. Those things are insane.
Colossal
cookies. And they're kind of unique because they're chocolate chip, but you got a little sea salt on them, right?
Right. It's a very large, soft center chocolate chip cookie, very dense, and we top it with a little bit of a little bit of sea salt, get that salt-sweet combination going.
Those things are great.
People love them.
The other thing I love here is the boudin burger.
Smell the crawfish?
Oh my God, smell the crawfish. and y'all have big crawfish too.
Oh, they're huge right now.
Yeah. So you come to Yabbos, you get great crawfish, great burgers, great plate lunches. It's one of the great gas stations in this area. I love gas station food. I love Yabbos. This is a great place. Adam Brewer does one heck of a job fixing up food here. Hey, we're going to go back to you guys in the studio.